Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, please hit the subscription button, and that way you'll be notified each time I upload a new video and you will become part of our wonderful family. In today's presentation, I'll be talking about the easiest way and the tricks in calculating your ovulation. Now let's go down there. By definition, ovulation literally means the release of the female egg known as the ovum from the ovary each month. Now, the importance of tracking your ovulation is that I know you want to achieve pregnancy if you're really ready for pregnancy by choice and not by chance. I hope I'm talking to married couples. The truth is that one cannot actually say that, hey, I ovulated by 3 p.m. yesterday, or I'm going to ovulate by 12 p.m. tomorrow. But there are various ways you can use to track this ovulation before it actually occurs or when it must have occurred. And there are various ways one can do that. Number one way is tracking your ovulation with the help of your menstrual cycle. The second way, tracking your ovulation with the help of the signs and symptoms you will notice in your body system. And the third one, I will tell you by the end of the video. Now let's go then to tracking your ovulation with the help of your menstrual cycle. Before you can do that, you have to actually know what your cycle looks like, because we have the short cycle, the average cycle, and the long cycle. For the average cycle, we're looking at 28. Now, if your cycle is above 35, you are among the people that have long cycle, and if your cycle is below 21, you are among the people that have short cycle. Now, in tracking your menstrual cycle, all you have to do is get a pen and a paper. You start counting from the day you start seeing your menstrual flow. Now, for example, if you started seeing your menstrual flow on the 1st of May, you just write it down somewhere, 1st of May, and then maybe it ends on the 5th. Leave it there and go your way. Other things in your reproductive system start taking place until the next month when you will see your next menstruation. Now, let's say in the month of June, you started menstruating again on the 1st June. For you to know your menstrual cycle, all you need to do is to count from that day you started menstruating in the month of May, and then till you get the time you started menstruating in the month of June. That is, let's count 1 to 31. This 31, 32. That means what you have is 32 menstrual cycle. Another example, if it is that you started menstruating on the 10th of May and probably maybe it ended on the 13th, just leave it and write it down, and then you wait until next month. You put down the date of when you started menstruating the next month, which is June. Let's use for an instance or for an example, it came out again on the 6th. Now, for you to know your menstrual cycle, all you have to do is to count from this 10th of May to 6th of June. Let's calculate it together so you'll not be confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That means your menstrual cycle is 28 days. Hope you understand perfectly well on how to calculate your menstrual cycle. In tracking your ovulation using the menstrual cycle, let's say that you started menstruating on the 1st of May and your menstrual cycle is 28 days. Now, for you to calculate your ovulation or track your ovulation, just count 14 days from that first day. So if you are counting 14 days from first day, that means this is our 14th day, which is the 14th of May. So you'll be ovulating on the 14th of May. But remember, all those things are under hormonal control, so changes are bound to happen. So it is possible for you to menstruate a day before, which is on the 13th of May, or a day after, which is on the 15th of May. That is, remember, if you are 28-day cycle individual, among those that their cycle is above 35, that means you have a long cycle. So all you need to know, the tricks there is that even if your cycle is 28 days, if it's a long cycle or if it is a short cycle, the truth there remains that it only takes 14 to 15 days for menstruation to occur after one's ovulation. Now, if you are applying that to people that has long cycle, if your cycle is something like 36 days, all you have to do is minus 14, that's subtract 14 from 36, it will be giving you 22. That means it takes 22 days from the day you started menstruating for you to start ovulating. Now, let me teach you with this calendar. If for an example, you started menstruating on the 13th of May. Now, and we say that it takes 22 days from that day you started menstruating for you to ovulate. All you have to do is count. Let's count together from this 13th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That means you will be ovulating on the 3rd of June. But still remember what I said earlier, because of hormonal changes that can take place, you can ovulate a day before, which is on the 2nd of June, or a day after, which is on the 4th of June. Hope that is clear. Now, if you have a short cycle, which is a cycle below 21, now the rule still applies to you. All you have to do is just subtract 14 from 20. Remember why we have 14, or why we are subtracting 14, is that we said that any cycle that you have, it literally take 14 to 15 days for you to menstruate after ovulating. Then if your cycle is below 21, now let's use for an example, your cycle is 20-day cycle. If you subtract 14 from 20, it will be giving you 6. That means you ovulate 6 days counting from your last menstrual cycle. Now, for an instance, if you started menstruating on the 12th, if you started menstruating on the 12th, now for us to get 6 days, all we have to discount 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means you'll be ovulating on the 17th of May. Yeah, you heard me right. It's even possible for one to ovulate during menstruation. So it doesn't mean that you are abnormal. Whether you're having a short cycle or a long cycle, that doesn't make you an abnormal. No, the difference there is that if you're having longer cycle, that means that it takes longer time for your uterus, which you people literally calls womb. It takes a longer time to regenerate after menstruation. That is why your own cycle is taking longer time to ovulate, or is taking shorter time to ovulate. I hope you understand that. Now, the second way that you can track this ovulation is using your body signs and symptoms. The first sign, or I'll be telling you, is what we call Metascumers. Hope I pronounced that well. Metascumers is a German word for middle pains. Now, this pain is always felt at the lower abdomen. The second one is increase in your body temperature, what we call basal body temperature. It literally means your body temperature anytime you are stressed. Now, this temperature is always checked first thing early in the morning. Now, if you want to track your ovulation using your basal body temperature, you have to be checking your temperature each day before you get up from bed, using the same sites. If you are going to be checking it through the armpit, through the mouth, through the anus, and the sides that you want to check the temperature from, but you'll be using the same route, the same thermometer, because if you're using different sites or different thermometer, it can actually change your readings. Now, there are other things that can affect your temperature. If you are sick, maybe you're down with malaria or typhoid, stuff like that, that increases body temperature, that can actually alter your readings. Now, the third one I'll be talking about is what we call the spin bucket. Yeah, I know you've learned a new word. That's the method. It's just that secretions that you see every month that is slimy and stretchy, just like egg whites, and that is a baseline for Billy's method of natural family planning method. Now, we are not here to teach about family planning methods. That will be topic of another day. Now, if you're keeping track of your spin buckets, you will see the secretion. It is slimy and stretchy, not cloudy at all. It's transparent. Yeah, you can get this by maybe using tissue to wipe a neat one that doesn't have particles after urinating, or maybe if you are comfortable with a neat hand, you can try to insert your finger into your vagina as much as you can. With that, you can be able to track the spin bucket. Now, the fourth one I'll be talking about is increase in libido. I know you understand what libido means. Yeah, increase in sexual desire anytime you are about to ovulate. It's just nature's way of preparing you to, oh, lady, if you really want to achieve pregnancy, I am her. Now, it's nature's way of preparing you to achieve, make sure that that egg doesn't waste that moment. You know, don't mind me, just a minor distraction. Next one I'll be talking about is increase in your breast tenderness. Yeah, the breast becomes more tender. The next way of tracking your ovulation, which I said I'll be telling by the end of this video, is with the help of ovulation kits. Yeah, if you just enter any pharmacy, you can ask them of ovulation kits. It's not other scarcity. Now, how this kits actually works is that it has strips inside, just like the pregnancy strip. All you have to do is just urinate on it or dipping it in your urine. With that, you will see the reading. 2 lines, just like pregnancy test strip now. 2 lines that the experimental line will be darker than the control line. Yeah. And then one thing with this ovulation kit that makes me love it so much is that it actually tells you, man, you are about to ovulate 12 to 24 hours before ovulation actually counts. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, just give it a thumbs up. And if you have any question, just drop it in the comment section. Now, if you want to know more about me,
just watch my first video on this channel about introduction.
Please be safe out there. I love you.